Anyway, that's enough Sonic talk. Welcome to Cult of the Lamb. This is a new. I mean, it's like this game was designed in my head for like the perfect thing for me. From what I understand, I've been avoiding reading too much about it because this was announced several months ago, or like I think it was like last year, maybe at the Xbox showcase in 2021. I can't remember. Anyway, it's from Devolver Digital, who makes a lot of fantastic games. They make a lot of roguelikes. They make a lot of like fun, interesting indie games. I guess they are technically indie. Even like Devolver is like the premier indie publisher at this point. I feel like, especially over the last like 3 or 4 years, they've kind of like become, I've taken that mantle. So it's like it's kind of like maybe like A24 is a good comparison in the movie world. Annapurna also is similar, and I would say, and Annapurna does movies and video games, so it's kind of weird. But I keep going on these tangents. I apologize. Devolver, the whole thing is to say, Devolver publishes good games generally, so you should pay attention if you're at all into roguelikes and indie games in general. You should always pay attention to Devolver's big games. They publish like 3 or 4 big ones a year. They publish other games too, but like they have like a few tentpoles that they like center their year around. And this has been their big one for like the last 12 months that everyone's been talking about and waiting on. It is an action roguelike. So think things like The Binding of Isaac, Nuclear Throne, Enter the Gungeon, which we have played on stream here. I would love to play more, but I just haven't been streaming nearly as much as I would like to. Hades, Rogue Legacy. If you want to get a little more abstract, something like Slay the Spire. All of these things where, you know, you're starting from scratch and trying to complete runs by going through a series of rooms that have combat or whatever. So that's an element to this game. There is also a colony management element to this game, which, if you follow my YouTube channel, you know one of the first series I did, it kind of ended unceremoniously. Wait, that's unceremonially. I don't speak English, apparently. Oxygen Not Included. One of my favorite games. RimWorld, A Prison Architect. I mean, this is a huge genre of games in the PC world, not so much in consoles. And it's possibly my favorite genre. It's like a subgenre of strategy, which is definitely my favorite genre. So I'm very excited for a game that combines both of those elements. And then on top of that, unlike, say, something like The Binding of Isaac, Enter the Gungeon, or Hades, where you can complete one run in the span of 30 minutes to an hour, I believe this is a little bit more of a story-driven game with a longer narrative arc. I don't know how long the game takes to complete, but I would compare it perhaps more to something like Darkest Dungeon, which takes like 50 hours or more, if you're like me and not very good at the game, to beat. I don't think this game is 50 hours long. I hope not. But it's not, from what I understand, a game that you can, you know, play 45 minutes and finish a run and be like, okay, I'm done. Other than that, let's dive right in. Obviously, it's called Cult of the Lamb. We're going to be founding a cult of some sort. We're going to be gathering followers, trying to keep them happy. I've seen just a tiny morsel of gameplay. Some bigger streamers got access to this game last week, a few days ago. I don't remember. The days are blurring together. So, I mean, it looks as good as advertised. The art style is beautiful. There is some Twitch integration, but I know at one point it wasn't working. It probably is working now that the game is officially out. But also, I don't even know if, like, I think it's like through, like... That is the most horrifying sound I've ever heard. Praise the Lamb, conduit to the great power. I didn't even read... Yet sacrificial beasts take heed, for a crown cannot sit upon 2 brows. I didn't read the first sentence because I was scared shitless by this Geonosian predator-sounding thing. Yeah, so I would say right off the bat, I would compare the art style to Don't Starve. Another roguelike that lasts a little bit longer than some of the classic ones I was naming, but also a very influential one. One of the early ones that really took off alongside the likes of The Binding of Isaac, and also developed by Clay Interactive, who made Oxygen Not Included. So it's all, you know, this roguelike genre really feeds off of itself more than any other subgenre in video games, I would say. They all wear their influences on their sleeve, which I think is awesome. I'm already like, just look at this. Look at the art, look at the wind, look at the colors. It's beautiful. But anyway, there is Twitch integration. I believe it's a game by Massive Monster. I'm unfamiliar with this studio. I don't know if they've made anything else. If they have, it never like reached the zeitgeist the way this game has. But I believe the way the Twitch integration works is it will pull from your viewers, and followers in the game can be named after your viewers. Hold on. Before us stands the last of its kind. All others we have hunted down and put to the blade. It's not very good. It's not very nice. I'm the last lamb. And then also the followers can like interact with the game in various ways, but I don't think we're going to have enough viewers to actually like take advantage of that. So perhaps someday. Also with colony management games, typically your first run, you're going to want to restart after a few hours anyway, because you're going to realize all the shit you did that was bad at the beginning, and you're like, I need to start over and like do all of this better so that I'm set up for success in the late game. With this final sacrifice, the prophecy will be impossible to fulfill. The heretic who lies bound below will be condemned to eternal captivity, and the old faith shall be preserved. But they're going to sacrifice me. They're going to try to anyway. I'm in King's Cross Station. Where's Dumbledore? What happened to him? He needed one dance. It's probably the stupidest meme I've ever seen, but it is so dumb that it makes me laugh every time I see it. Look at this art! I can't get over it. Before we move on, I just need to... Going back to Devolver Digital. I think their last game that released this year was just a few months ago. It was Card Shark, which we played the demo for on my YouTube channel. If that was their last game, that back-to-back with this might be like the two most visually stunning games released in succession by a publisher I've ever seen. There's just beautiful, beautiful art style in these games. The one who waits, come closer if you're not, for though you are already dead, I still have need of you. Those foolish bishops thought they could keep you from me in death, but instead they sent you straight to me. I apologize if I'm yelling, by the way. I don't think I am, but I'll try to be more aware of that in the future. I will give you life again, but at a price. All I ask is for you to start a cult in my name. Do we have a deal? Yes or absolutely? Let's go absolutely. I might need to turn the volume down just a little bit more. I never know how volume translates because I'm wearing noise-canceling headphones. So it's probably a little bit louder for me, so I don't want to make it too quiet for people who might be like listening through TV speakers or laptop speakers, or phone speakers or whatever. But it is very loud for me, so I need to turn it down a little bit. Let's try something like that, like just -5% on everything. That seems much better. Alright. They recommended to play with the controller. I was planning on playing with mouse and keyboard. But honestly, I'm kind of glad because I've been playing so much mouse and keyboard games. I've been playing a lot of Sea of Thieves lately that I've kind of exhausted my wrist. So it's nice to give it a break. I need to take the next couple days off from gaming. I'm gaming too hard, bro. Dodge to avoid damage. Well, I didn't do it that time. I'm trying to stay relatively close to my mic so you guys can hear me. Can I chop the grass like in Don't Starve? Of course I can. Why wouldn't I be able to? I can even chop with fire. Get over here. Feels good to control. Oh, this looks very Slay the Spire / Darkest Dungeon 2. You know, I like it. It's like poetry. It's rhymes. It's cyclical. Ratal. Fear not. I love the voice acting. Like they're just speaking gibberish, but it's very convincing. Especially the horrifying stuff at the beginning. Fear not. I am Rital. I was once a chosen vessel like you, but these days are lost to the winds. I was sent to guide you. We are deep in the lands of the old faith and in grave danger. My instructions are to lead you to safety. Continue through the woods. Escape lies ahead. I will be close by. Alright, I'm sorry to do it to you. I have to turn the voice down a little bit. And that's like what keeps... Every time I talk to someone, I'm like, Jesus, it's so loud. These kind of games are bad for me because I just want to destroy everything on screen. Which is like, it's not bad, but it's kind of like I think what the developers intend. But it just gets very repetitive, I feel like, sometimes, if you're watching. Because a lot of the times, it's still so loud. What is this? I really hope that I'm not, like, making this inaudible for you guys. I don't know what's... Okay, let's not go down 15% on the master volume. Maybe it is, like, maybe my computer volume is just turned up really high. To open inventory. Hold on, let me check. Wow, way to dream small. I apologize if you sent that a few minutes ago. I don't know what that is in reference to. Was it when I was talking about like the size of my channel? Anyway, whatever it was, I apologize for streaming small and dreaming small. Hello, Gage. Welcome. Glad to have you. We're starting a cult. If we can get through the lands of the old faith or whatever the hell we're in right now. One of these days, Gage, I promise you, I will get a second monitor and I will be able to see chat immediately instead of having to switch out every few minutes to see if you've said anything. All right, this is very Binding of Isaac Into the Gungeon, you know, where you just have these square rooms. You can go in 2 or 3 different directions. There's a chest in the middle. I don't know where my health is. I don't know if I've been hit. I got a coin. I just want to destroy everything. Oh, apparently I've already opened that. Okay. There we go. Doubled my net worth. I'm on that grind set right now. This looks scary. Okay. The movement feels fantastic. We have nearly reached safety, but look ahead. Another poor soul about to be sacrificed. Rescue them, and they would have no choice but to join your new cult. Is that how that works? I don't know that I would join a cult just because someone rescued me, but I mean, maybe. O mighty bishops of the old faith, we ask you to accept the sacrifice of this wretched soul. Who interrupts our ritual and trespasses on sacred ground? Ain't nothing sacred about it, bitch. I think I just got hit, but again, I don't know how to tell. Because my health isn't showing. Y'all want to go? Hello. First, before I rescue you, let me take a selfie. And by that I mean I want to chop down all this shit. So far it doesn't seem like... I don't think I've gotten a reward for chopping down stuff. So maybe I can stop doing this. But as soon as I stop doing it, then that's when they're going to give it to me. Welcome to the cult. Follower awaits indoctrination. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. We have reached safety. You have done well. Dylan, I'm trying my hardest to watch, but apparently Rogers gets the worst service in all of the country, so I'm getting roughly 20% of the stream. Hey man, I appreciate the effort. I know what you mean. I've spent some time in Rogers, unfortunately, and the service is contemptible. Honestly, the service in like all of that whole region is really bad considering, like, the population. I don't really understand. Maybe it's because of the mountains, the hills, whatever you want to call them. But, like, it's very annoying. I remember when my freshman year, when I moved to Fayetteville, I felt like I didn't get service on, like, half of campus. And it got a little bit better by the time I graduated, but still not nearly as consistent as I feel like it should have been. It will take you to a temple that has fallen to ruin. There you will be able to begin your new cult. I will meet you there. Alright, here we go. I'm sorry, I can't stop talking about the art. It's blowing me away. We cleansed the non-believers. It took us 5.5 minutes. We killed 28 people. Plus 1 follower, I guess? What do these things mean? There's a question mark on one of them. Alright, whatever. Oh, that must have been the path we were going down. Like, the red was combat, the yellow was a follower, and, I don't know, the other one, the question mark, was the end. Please select a difficulty. Don't worry, you can change the difficulty at any time. Typically, I like to play games on hard. But this is my first time, and I am streaming it, so I don't want to be super embarrassed if I get dunked on. We'll start on medium. Like I said, I imagine what's going to happen is I'll stream this for a few hours, and then I'll probably want to start over. So that I can, like, optimize my early game, and then maybe we'll switch to hard. Also, I just saw this connect to Twitch option. I knew that was here somewhere. I'm going to briefly turn off my screen. That way, just in case it decides to, like, show my IP address or my Twitch password or something, I can not leak my private information, and I'm going to link this as Twitch. It should take, like, less than 20 seconds. I'm authorizing. It's redirecting. It's redirecting. It's redirecting. It's redirecting. Why is redirecting you automatically? Click here if your browser does not redirect you. I'm clicking. It's still redirecting. This is the content. More like 5%. Wow, that's really bad. I apologize that it's so hard for you to watch my beautiful, beautiful content. Oh no, something went wrong. Alright, well, that's okay. We don't need to worry about that right now. Like I said, I don't think that we, like, even really have the viewer base to really flesh that out and see how that stuff works. We might get, like, 1 or 2. Alright, so here we're in a nice little meadow. This hallowed ground, which was once mine, is now yours. This crumbling ruin is the site of your new cult. I love the text effects. We have much to do. We begin by indoctrinating this poor soul into the warm embrace of your cult. Followers can gather resources for you. Order this one to collect lumber or stone. Hey, dumbass. Go get me some wood. Convert me to your cult. I will follow your teachings faithfully. It sounds like you're already converted. Alright, your name? I can do this manually. 12 gauge, 96. That is the right combination of numbers, right? You don't have the G capitalized. I will respect your personality. Okay. Choose form. Ooh, wow. Wait, did I buy the DLC for this? I don't even remember. I don't think I did. Did I? I remember I thought about it. Oh, no, it's a pre-order bonus. Okay. Well, is that the same as the... Because there is also another DLC pack. I don't think it is the same. Of course. Now I want the DLC. But again, that might have to wait for our second playthrough. I will make Gage a pig. He will know why. And I'll make him red again. For reasons that will be obvious to the people that know him. Choose variant. I like the one with the bigger hair. Traits. Sickly. Heals 15% slower when sick and in bed rest. And gullible, 15% easier to level up. if that doesn't describe Gage to a T, then I don't know what does. Look at you, you're beautiful. Oh, now you're singing for me. Go chop some trees. By your hand, our cult will grow powerful, but your followers cannot live on prayer alone. I dispute that. They must eat. Gather the necessary resources and build a cooking fire. It will allow you to prepare meals for your followers. Alright, let's collect some lumber. No, my followers shall not labor alone. Let it not be said that I have not joined them in the manual toils. Alright, we got... Oh, I only got 1 stone from that? Are you for real? Alright, I just want to finish these 2. This is... And, like, you add in the fact that not only is it it's a colony management game, but usually in colony management games, you're like it's from a god perspective. You're like just top down, arbitrarily controlling everything. You're not actually doing anything yourself. You're not playing as a character. The fact that in this I am also a character, it's like adding Stardew Valley on top of RimWorld, on top of The Binding of Isaac, on top of Darkest Dungeon. It is actually the most perfect game in theory that has ever existed. So far, it seems to be living up to those lofty expectations that I've placed upon it. This is set up well. Again, we're only 15 minutes in, so I feel like I'm probably placing my expectations way too high, only ensuring that I will be disappointed. But this has the foundation to be like one of my favorite games of all time. I'm very excited. What am I supposed to be doing? Build a cook fire? Alright. Oh, I can't put it in the middle? Well, let's put it in this spot that I conveniently just cleared out. Right there. Get to work, Gage. I'll collect some resources. I'll do stone, because you were doing wood. And maybe some berries. Your followers need to eat. Alright, well, I just started getting berries. The hunger of your cult can be seen on the top left of the screen. When this gets too low, followers will begin to starve. Don't starve! Find more food while crusading. Pick routes that pass through foraging locations. This game is... It's bringing a tear to my eye, how, like, perfectly designed for me this is. Plant farms to grow your own food. Seeds can be purchased or found whilst crusading. I probably shouldn't be chopping trees. I should leave this for Gage. This will be the last one to do. Oh, that's a tree. I'm dumb. I need more berries, and I need to cook. I'll finish off these bushes and mine this stone, and then we will get to cooking. I don't know if there's a way for me to see, like... Surely there is. My total resources. Like, how much wood has Gage? Oh, okay. I have 12. It shows up when he gets a new one. Well, he's very slow. Let's cook a basic berry bowl. I don't think we need 2 of them, unless I also need to eat. But if that is a thing... Oh, it's Gears of War? There you go. Now we must build a shrine, but first we will need more followers and more gold, both of which can be found when crusading through the lands of the old faith. Our mutual benefactors, the one who waits, has been trapped by the 4 bishops of the old faith. Each of them guards a chain that binds him to the realm beyond. We have conjured openings to their realms. It is your task to track them down and slay them, so that you may be free. Now go! There you shall find gold and willing recruits, and for those who are not willing, convert them by force. Can we be a peaceful cult? That seems a little bit rude. Alright, Gage. Keep the house clean. I'm assuming you're going to keep working. I wish I could tell you... Let's see what I can do. Make demands. Work. I can only tell you stone or wood. I guess keep working on trees. And if we need stone, I'll go to town when we get back. Away we go. Let me tab out really quick. Alright. Hello. Well, now I have to go see what this is. Oh, there's 4 doors. Actually, there's 5 doors, because there's a big boy in the middle. Oh, I can't attack? I want to kill the spider. The Dark Wood. Ah, so these are like different worlds, regions we can go to. Anchor Deep, it's like an ocean, swamp, water world. This looks like a desert or something like that. Anura requires 7 followers. And this is like a cave, silk cradle. Oh my god. Oh my god, this game is so perfect! And this is probably like the final boss or something. Into the Dark Wood we go.